So, this is after multiple retakes. Hopefully, this is the one that works. But hey, fellow INFJ folks, this is Comanche the INFJ, and I just wanted to do a little quick little summary, a little brief little video before I go to work and talk about what do you call spirituality, a native perspective, native fundamental belief. It's supposed to be foundational, but a lot of people, get sidetracked from it and just use it as a pawn. Use it as, oh, well, this is the way we are. This is my can. We're spiritual beings. And you can kind of get it because there's a perfect summary saying about spirituality is like we are spiritual beings having a human experience, trying to figure out this human experience and trying to figure that stuff out. There's a lot of things that go on that bring upon struggle, misunderstandings, understandings, and it's quite an experience. And like I fall off track a whole lot, and it's understandable. But then we try and do things to simplify it, like categorize one another. Like we have INFJ, we have on YouTube, we have INFJ groups, we have vloggers, we have educational, we have all these different subtype of groups to categorize human experiences. Trying to understand their human experiences, being human beings, right? And I think I was just listening to a video, and I think it was INFJ Healer. I know, but she was going off, and she's like, yeah, the struggle, how we always repress ourselves and keep ourselves locked in, not speaking our mind. And of course, we all have experiences that led us to this point in our life where we don't feel comfortable speaking out. There's reasons to it, right? So, like I'm just trying to grow past that. And that's why I created this channel as well, to help me understand myself and give myself an outlet to voice my thoughts. But even having this channel, I do the same thing. Like I said in the beginning, this is like the third take. A lot of times I usually make videos, but then I don't like them and I delete them or I don't post them because I get too personal. And I don't want to get too personal, or then you don't want to talk about the frustrations that you have, the struggles that you have, because you don't want to inconvenience people. And I think that's a big part of us as INFJ. We don't want to inconvenience people with our human experience. But then spiritual beings, we're energy driven. We wanna focus on the energy that we give and the energy that we take, and we know if we mix that negative energy in anything, then it's going to come back to us, or it's going to stick around. But then we have to think too, if we don't give it an outlet, then where's it going to go? And like a lot of times I catch myself just like repressing it and trying to take it out in movies, going through the experience in movies and that understanding. But then even with the stuff that's going on now, or that has really been going on, like with race. And as me, with that understanding, I try not to fall into the trap, because race is a trap. This is my belief. All right, so race is a trap because we are spiritual beings. Why would you want to label yourself as that? Like we're called Native Americans. We're supposed to be like a Native American race, but it's just an identification, and then that's where the simplification has come. And because through that simplification and categorization of people, there were stereotypes placed upon people. Like when I grew up, Native Americans were known as being big drunks, or getting free money, or getting free universal health care. Yeah, we get health care, but you only got to be in a reservation to get that health care. Otherwise, you don't get health care. That's where I'm at. Like I don't get health care at all. Free governmental money. There's probably only like 7 or 10 tribes out of 570 who actually get some payments. There's, I think, like 3 in Minnesota here who get payments, but a lot of them don't get enough, and there's a lot of corruption behind the tribes that do get money, and it's usually for rent. We still got to pay the land that we're given, and then I distribute it amongst whatever programs and everything that they have, and also a lot of corruption goes on. They steal the money, and yeah, it's just not a good thing. The human experience brings upon greed amongst our people, and that's an unfortunate thing. Um, but also, yeah. So back to the race thing. Like, we're spiritual beings, and because that is, it's a trap. It's easy to fall into, right? Um, but we're not just spiritual beings. Also, so yeah, a lot of the work that I used to do would have been what do you call, pounding the pavement type of work. I'll be walking around in the inner city and talking to people and just having all these conversations. And me and this one Muslim man had a deep conversation, and we're relating, finding our common ground, right? And he talked about, like, yeah, once we can see past the gender, once we can see past the race, then we're allowed to see the human. Then when we're allowed to see the human, then we can see no violence, because you're able to understand and read their energy, and you don't have all these misconceptions, misunderstandings, stereotypes, and all of that glaring in front of you, and that's easy to fall into, and assume that whatever may be that you see now somebody is those things. Um, Crap. What was I gonna say? Hold on. Let me think. Just for a moment. Don't you hate that when you do that? You're just like going and going and going, and all of a sudden, poof, brain fired. Yeah. So I think I just lost it. No, I didn't. It's there. It's right there. You have this issue too. It's like it's right there, and you want to understand it. Um, so it's about race, right? That's about the misconceptions, seeing violence, stereotypes. Oh my God, this is my process in trying to find it, trying to jump back on the track of understanding it, and or not understanding it, being able to inform it. Yeah. Oh my God. This. Hey, I gotta pause. Okay. Okay. Fine. All right. So, like, a lot of my friends who are lighter skinned, uh, white people, a lot of them are like really kind people, but they get attacked for this understanding or this outlook that they have, which is being colorblind. And a lot of people fall in that trap. Like, well, if you don't allow yourself to see the color, then you're not going to be able to understand their culture. And culture is totally different and separate from race, because we're all different people. Just like I can go back to natives, there's over 570 type of cultures, and so when we don't have one universal culture, like, yeah, there's some fundamental and foundational beliefs, like I said, but we're all different, you know. And to categorize black people, white people, brown people all as the same thing is incorrect. So that's what I get from my friends and the conversations that we had when they say that they're colorblind. Yeah, you're colorblind because you want to see the human and the culture, versus seeing what the media portrays as that race and that color to being, you know. So I don't know. I think that's where I'm coming from, and this is me been wanting to voice this, but just trying to figure out how to voice it was the struggle, you know. Like, because I've fallen into reasons why I believe that way, but it comes back to the simple understanding of what I know myself to be is a spiritual being. So why would I want to categorize everything like, oh, you're a black person, oh, you're this and that? Like, no, you're given this name just like me. Like, my name is Wabashkibne. It's just like in one of my introduction videos introducing myself. My name is Wabashkibne, which means I am White Eagle, which means I am messenger in whatever things that I figure out through life, and then same with my client. And there's reasons, there's teachings already behind each individual person, and that's even the thing. Like, we're all individuals, no matter how similar that we are, we're still different. There's no biological way that we're all the same, our people are the same, right? Science has said that for a long time, so it's stupid. I don't know, but I get it. That's all I'm saying is I get it. It's to help understandings, and we go through that through high school, elementary school. Oh, those are the prep kids. Oh, those are the whatever kids. Those are the sports. Those are the jocks. Those are whatever. It helps our understanding to get in where we fit in and to understand. But there's all sorts of misconceptions that we place upon each other, and that's just what I feel like. I don't like falling into the trap, and I try and understand all sides, like where they're coming from, and all it is like everyone's saying the same thing. If you don't want no harm, but you have different beliefs and different understandings, and it even goes into the presidential. Like, it's stupid. Like, how are we gonna have one person try to meet the needs of all? That's impossible. It's impossible because people have different things that drive them. So I don't know. But again, this is all the processing of me as a spiritual being trying to have a human experience, and hopefully I get some understanding to what that means for me, and maybe could ask some questions, input some other views and perspectives. Again, it was a summary, just a little bit. The whole understanding of it is a lifelong experience, just like life, just like educating, learning. It's a lifelong experience, and you'll never know all and learn all until you're done. That's the human experience as a spiritual being. Oh. Alright. Okay, thank you all for watching. This has been Comanche the INFJ. Live long and prosper, and have a good day.